Stay ahead with our expert analysis. Open your YouTube app, click the search bar and type GMEB TV. Open the channel and click subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out from in-depth coverage of education, business insights, or the latest in sports. We bring you the stories that matters the most and news that shapes our nation. GMEB TV, bringing the Gambia to your screen.
Good evening, viewers, wherever you're getting our signals and watching us from. This is GMEB TV from Banjul, the Gambia. Welcome to another interesting topic on the security overview. It's a program that is staged in this TV to talk about the security and matters in this country. Last week it was the PRO of the police, and today here we have another guest from the police again to come and talk to us about issues regarding to the traffic. I am your host, ADAMA BADJIE, and this is a program that will be coming your way every Thursday from the hour of 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. This program will invite security services from the Army, police, the anti-crime, immigration, drug squad, etc. to come and discuss issues regarding to the security of this state. As we know, the security of the country is a concern. Security of everybody is something that all of us should advocate for. So on that note, this TV gives it necessary to bring this program and then to talk about the security measures and security issues in this country. Today is Sunday, the 29th of August, 2024. Here in the studios, I have our very own Commissioner of Mobile Traffic, a man who knows the traffic of the Gambia to his fingertip, a man who travels the length and the breadth of this country to regulate and coordinate and control the traffic of the Gambia. Anytime his name is mentioned, everybody knows that, yes, he is a man who knows the traffic of the Republic of the Gambia. He is an uncle, he is a father, and he is no other than Commissioner LAMIN COLLEY as the Commissioner of Mobile Traffic here in the studios tonight. A warm welcome to GMEB TV, and it's a pleasure having you, sir, in the studios. Without further ado, I will welcome Mr. LAMIN COLLEY, Commissioner of Mobile Traffic, COLLEY, sorry, to welcome you to GMEB TV. Yeah, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. In this program, we will talk about the traffic of the Gambia. As we know, the security, as I said from the beginning, the security of the state is something that everybody should be concerned about, because once the nation is secured, everybody is happy and everybody is secured. So in that regards, we deem it necessary to talk about the security. And in the security, the mobile traffic is one unit in the police that is very important, that is very, very instrumental with regards to the traffic of this country. So we will delve into topics regarding to the traffic, but from an introduction, last week the PRO was here to talk about how people are enrolled into the police, all right, the people that are needed in the police, people like you and the others are the ones that we need in the Gambia police. And then there was a misconception that people have that the police is a place for the dropouts, which is not the case, because police needs to be intelligent. The police needs to be people that are of high caliber, as you and the others. So you at an early age time or youthful time, what actually inspired you to join the police? We will start with that one, as today the Commissioner of Mobile Traffic.
Yeah, thank you very much. People might have different views in seeing the police. I may not talk about the enrollment of a person to the police, but it is left with an individual. What you earn for, what you want for. The country belongs to everyone, and there are different types of jobs in this country. So if you leave school, it is your choice to choose wherever you want to work. And after completing my secondary education, I decided to be enrolled in the Gambia Police Force.
Exactly.
And then today, the Gambia Police Force make me to be what I am.
Exactly.
Because I joined the Gambia Police Force with a secondary force certificate.
Sure.
And today, I have my master's degree.
Sure.
And then I start with my postgraduate. I have my master's degree, and I'm reading law. I'm on my third year in law. So police is not an institution for the dropout, as you stated.
Exactly.
Police is an institution for obedient people, for loyal people, for intelligent people, for polite people, and courtesy people.
Exactly.
So if you look at that, even the wording of police, that what it means, P-O-L-I-C, means to be polite, obedience, loyal, intelligence, courtesy, and efficiency.
Wow.
So this is what is expected of everybody, and everyone that you see in the police has all these criteria.
Sure. Yeah. So that is educative. Yeah. These are things that we will want to learn, and the people out there also want to learn. Because today I am also learning another dimension of the police, knowing the full meaning of the word police itself. But most of us may not know. So it's important to have the securities in this program. As a mobile traffic commissioner at the moment, I know it's a challenging work. It's difficult. The entire country, the length and the breadth of this country, being the commissioner. Who is the commissioner of mobile traffic as a position?
This is the other person than the name you've mentioned today.
Yes.
I don't know tomorrow, but today and yesterday is no other than LAMIN King COLLEY.
Yeah, the role of the commissioner.
The role of the commissioner is to manage the day-to-day affairs of the mobile traffic.
Sure.
The day-to-day affairs of the mobile traffic, with men that are working under me to make sure that the traffic flow and the traffic control. This is our key fundamental factors, two most fundamental factors. The traffic officers are on the road, either on traffic control or traffic check.
So as a commissioner, as I said, one commissioner trying to control the entire country as one commissioner of mobile traffic that the police have. When you talk about the commissioner of mobile traffic is one person. Do you have some challenges to reaching out to all the areas that you want to go? Maybe today you are here. There are things that are happening around Basse, in the Foyes, in the Kiang, in the Jaras, in the Badi. There are difficulties that you face as a commissioner. Challenges.
Actually, commissioner is a step.
Yeah.
Commissioners work as branches.
Okay.
The areas that you name, I have branches.
Exactly.
Commissioner Mobile Traffic is the headquarters. It's like a tree. That is the stem.
So,
and then you have the branches. So these branches are commanded by area officers.
Okay.
Like assistant superintendents of police. Some areas have chief inspectors. So there is no difficulties. Because they manage their areas, and they are under also those area commanders, those area commissioners, who will also monitor them and supervise them.
Exactly.
Despite the fact I being the commissioner of mobile traffic, I have a say over them, but they are also working on the regions, and which every region is commanded by a commissioner.
Well, yes. So you see, as I said, it's a worth an initiative for us to learn these things. Maybe someone may think that the commissioner is when he's overseeing all the traffic officers and all the checkpoints in this country. How can he be in the combos, in the Foyes, in the Jara, in the Kiangs? But now we are meant to know that there are other men that are working on the ground. As the commissioner of mobile traffic, having as the said as the stem of the tree, for example, the crimes that are the traffic crimes that are happening in this length and the breadth of the country are all reported to your office, or they are reported to their various commissioners or commanders that are in the regions.
Thank you. That's a very good question. The center focal point for traffic is my office, that is the mobile headquarters in Carnival.
Yes.
The day-to-day activities of the mobile traffic is reported to the police headquarters of the traffic in Carnival. But nonetheless, those traffic officers working on the various regions have also a line of command sector, which they also report to their regional commissioners and regional operations on daily basis based on their activity. But that will not stop them to call at the headquarters, that is my office, to give me those informations. Because at my office, that's where we collected all that of traffic activities. When I say traffic activities, being accidents, being traffic check, being the fines that are collected monthly, being the accidents that occur in the regions monthly, we compile that and send it to the office of the Inspector General of Police for the briefing to the higher commands.
That is well noted and yes, understood. Yeah. And the officers on the ground, because personally I have high regards for security, most especially the police. All right, security is on the ground, and security is on checkpoints. Some of them, you meet them in between two villages, strategic points that they stand to make sure that, or they put their checkpoints to make sure they control the traffic of this, and also as you said, for checkup. Is it that you have all this, anywhere you feel like standing, that's where you can put a checkpoint, or checkpoints are put based on the strategic locations to control the traffic?
The name of mobile traffic defines itself. The mobile means you can move from one area to another area, from one place to another place. There is no a permanent or strategic point that will say this is where that mobile traffic officer will be stagnant to. No. Mobile traffic officers are obliged to move across the length and breadth of this country. If we have, particularly if we have the materials, of course now we get materials. You can see on this Batin Hadin Highway, you can see three pickups that are permanently there, and then over 60 motorbikes. Now, your question is very important. You might travel, because I know the way you speak, you are a Jola. You might travel through Fonyi, and then you will find certain vehicles within the area of Fonyi. Why those vehicles are there? One, they are there for double purpose. One, as I said, finding a traffic officer on the highway, it's a component of two, either on traffic control or traffic check. Now, you may find them on traffic checking at a certain time. Sometimes you may find them on traffic control. But their main purpose there, fundamental duty in that Fonyi areas and Jara areas, is to control the traffic, the overspeeding of the vehicles on that highway. Before their deployment, there used to be a very high rate of accidents in the Fonyi areas, Jara. Fonyi, Jara, and Kia, because of the overspeed. But when they deployed those two patrol vehicles, one in Jara, one in Fonyi, daily, both day, night, afternoon, at least the accident there has reduced radically. So our functions is of these two fold. And then it is very important too, you did mention whether there are strategic points that they are based on. Yes, the answer is yes. Because we always target the accident spot areas. Normally an area where the accidents used to happen or occur. So we make sure that they spend greater time during their patrol in those areas.
You know, sometimes the people, as I said, while raising the question, it's going to serve as a learning point for most of the people out there. But some people deems it or takes it that checkpoint some people have that mentality that these people are trying to waste our time, most especially when the officer stops a vehicle trying to ask for documentations and checking. People take it as a waste of time, but it's a security matter and it is necessary because our security is your concern. So I think that one is important for people to understand that the checkpoints.
The answer is simple, simplicity. Wasting your time is better than wasting the life of the people.
Exactly.
I think wasting of time is better than wasting the life of people. So, if you are on board a vehicle and you find police officers on the highway doing their duty, give them the maximum support and respect.
Exactly.
And then if the driver is overspeeding, that is the good opportunity for you to report to that particular officer. Because police cannot be everywhere.
Sure. Cannot see all.
And then the accident spot areas are key, and we don't compromise that. Because speed kills. So whether people know it or not, speed kills. And then if we see a speeding vehicle, we're going to stop the driver and ask the driver, advise the driver to reduce the speed, and also advise the passengers on board to ask the driver to reduce the speed. Because the life you may save could be the life of your friend, your father, your mother, or your kids, or your friend. So that's why we are there. And then the duty for any police officer, without that, you are not a police officer. It's the protection of life and property. So we cannot wait until when the life is lost, then we act. No. We are always on proactive. We need to protect that. Yeah.
That's very important. That is very important. That is the Commissioner of Mobile Traffic here, and that is the security overview. It's a program that, as I said, is a program that is stated to discuss the security matters. Today we are learning a lot of things, the misconceptions that people have outside with regards to the security, with regards to the police, with regards to the mobile traffic. These are things that they are going to be coming here to be making them clearly to us, so that we will know that these people are not witch hunting. They are not there as our enemies, but they are there to protect us, and then they are there to protect the citizens of this country. So we will go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we will delve into the topic of discussion, that is going to be accidents and stuff on areas of concentration on as mobile traffic officers.
Welcome to GMEB TV, your go-to source for exclusive news and stories from the Gambia. Stay informed and stay ahead with our expert analysis. And open your YouTube app, click the search bar and type GMEB TV. Open the channel and click subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out from in-depth coverage of education, business insights, to the latest in sports. We bring you the stories that matters the most and news that saves our nation. GMEB TV, bringing the Gambia to your screen.
It's a beautiful Thursday evening, 29th of August 2024, here in GMEB TV. In the studios here, we have our able Commissioner of Mobile Traffic, Mr. Commissioner LAMIN King COLLEY. It's a name that everybody knows. Once you said King COLLEY, everyone knows that yes, he's the Commissioner of Mobile Traffic. I think that one is a plus for us, and then we know that we are safe. Our traffic is safe. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, and then like our development and then programs and our YouTube channel. So, Mr. COLLEY, we want us to make a clarification here in the issue of the lancings. People getting lancings. How are drivers lancing in this country?
Yeah, actually, they go on normal process as required by the law. If you want a license, a driver's license, you apply it, a learners. For the first time, second and third time, when you are qualified, you go for testing. When you are tested and pass your testing, they issue you what we call competence certificate. So, if you get the competency certificate, then you go to the licensing authority, who will issue you with a driver's license. If you are applying for a private, they issue you private. If you are applying for a commercial, they issue you commercial.
So this means every citizen or every individual of this country who wants to have a license must go through this process.
Very well.
Must go through this process. I think it's important that people understand that.
Yes.
But sometimes some people will always want to get everything on a silver plate. In such a scenario that your boss, a driver, wants to look for lancing for you when the apprentice is not undergoing checkup, is not going through the right procedures, which I think is not allowed by the law. You must go through the process. But at some point, maybe sometimes we will see some drivers driving. That is the concept that we have. The moon motor, sir. Do you have those kind of scenarios where people get lancing without even going through this process?
Actually, that's a difficult question for me. Because as Commissioner Mobile Traffic, I'm not the Commissioner licensing.
Okay.
I think that questions might be very, very suitable for the Commissioner of licensing.
That's the Commissioner responsible for licensing under the police.
Under the police for him to answer those questions.
Okay.
Even if I know, because licensing is an area where I work a great number of years, but it is not suitable in my mouth to answer those questions. But I'm a police officer, everybody has his AOR.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough, and that is exactly what should be done. Now, the signboards on the road, drivers respecting or fail to respect those signboards on the road, sometimes may lead to accidents.
Yes.
And I don't know whether some of these drivers, in fact, are aware or they know the signs and their meanings on the road. Well, I know this testing you are talking about. If you go through the process and through the channel, all these signs are things that you are tested on. So I think they are very important that people need to follow the signboards on the road. And most of these drivers are outside because there is a signboard where is telling you to limit the speed and still you are overspeeding.
You are very right. Every competent driver should know or must know the language of signboard.
So,
signboard itself, as is all backed up by the law, that is under Section 84B of the Motor Traffic Act. Violations of the traffic signboard. If the driver violated the traffic signboard, the person shall be charged under Section 84B of the Motor Traffic Act. But knowing the traffic signboard, also that's why I said if you passed your testing at the police testing garage, then there you should be issued with a competent certificate. All those testing include for a driver to know the signboards. But signboards itself, violating it is an offense. It's a serious offense under the Motor Traffic Act. And then actually, as you said, it causes accidents. Serious accidents. Because where you have a zebra crossing, someone should know this zebra crossing, not only driver, but even private individuals. The red marks that are on the road, what are they meant for? You've seen a tie road, it is all black. But oh no, I come to a point where I'm seeing dash, white. What does this mean? It means something. It's a language. It's teaching you or it's telling you something that you should do. Those are the signboards. And even the speed bump. You see a board and then they draw something like a bridge. I mean, that's telling you that something ahead of you is like this that you are to meet. Right? Now, particularly, I will take an example in Fonyi. There are areas where you have these animal crossing areas. Now, there is a signboard that they design and you will have the picture of a cow. So, obviously, you will know that the signboard that I'm approaching, let me reduce my speed because at any given time, a cow can cross or an animal can cross. Now, so neglecting those signboards is a violation of our traffic act. Signboards are very important. So, where it says in residential areas 25 to 30 kilometers per hour, maybe you are called that your wife is sick or your wife is pregnant and taken to the Bikama Health Center. Busumbala, Farato, you don't care. Because you care the life of your wife more than the life of the pedestrians on using the road. So you are neglecting the traffic sign of telling you, so don't drive more than 25 kilometers. Don't drive more than 30 kilometers. And you are going with 120 or 70. That's violation of the traffic signboards. Traffic signboards are very important. Yes.
They are very, very important for people, the drivers, to know. And then sometimes it's the carelessness of the drivers, because the signboards are clearly stated on the roads. But they don't just, even some schools, they will tell you that here is a school. They will draw a student crossing. So if you knock a student at that junction,
they will charge you for neglect of traffic signboard and also dangerous driving, section 49. Particularly when it costs the death of that person, you are charged with section 49, where it says no person shall drive a car, a lorry, a trailer, in a manner that might cause the life of another person. If that happens, you commit manslaughter. You're going for life imprisonment.
Wow. And people have to be careful with that. That one, it goes for everybody that is using the road as a driver, or you are riding. You should be cautious with that.
Very careful.
I used to hear this common saying in people. I cannot tell for certain, because sometimes you want to argue, you find it very difficult because you don't have the basis to argue on that one. People will tell you that the police is stopping a driver on the way to collect or check, or example, or collect his documents to verify whether the documents are authentic. Some of the drivers are insisting that that is not a right. The police don't have that right to do that. I don't know. It's difficult to argue if you don't have the basis.
No, sometimes people need to know law. So people need to know law. Actually, I will say this in Madinka. So however you know Kudam, you cannot know Kudam more than Kudam. So if they just preempt to know law, they need to read law.
Read law, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And then to know, even if they don't read law, but they need to find out their rights in the Motor Traffic Act.
Exactly. So
I think under the Constitution, Section 31, says a police officer has all right to stop any moving objects. Where it doesn't even say motor vehicle. It says any moving object. Being an aeroplane, I should have a space where I will stand up there and to check the plane.
Exactly.
Vessel, right? Motor vehicle, wheelbarrows, motorcycles, bicycles, Jakartas, these tricycles. Why are we stopping tricycles? Why are we stopping pedal cycles? Saying you are just riding your pedal cycles in darkness, no light. Why are we stopping motorbicycles? Why are we stopping horse carts? Because they are moving objects. Why are we stopping these wheelbarrow sellers on the highway? It's because of that section empower the police officer. And then in stopping and checking, you have to check the documents to ascertain yourself whether they are correct. If you don't stop a vehicle to check for an insurance, to check for the driving license, to check for the tinted clearance, how would we know that they are with or without? So if people speculate, they need to come to King COLLEY. Let me teach them the Motor Traffic Act.
It's important.
Yeah,
it's important. It's important. That one is very clear. I believe that people out there watching, most of us will learn a lot from this, most especially if we have it in the other version, that is the local language version, for others to understand. Maybe there are people that may not understand the English language, we also understand it better in that way, that the police have all the right to stop every vehicle or any moving object, as you said, on the way to check for documents. I think that one is important, because I've been hearing this kind of story somewhere saying if you want to do that, you have to challenge me to the court. I have to go to court to submit my documents and stuff like that.
But there is a form called memorandum. If a driver commits an offense, you need to serve him with a memorandum that is summoning him to appear before court. And in that memorandum, there are areas that you need to fill the particulars of the driver. Now, if you don't collect the documents from the driver, the license number, the policyholder's name and number, how would you know? How would you feel that?
You will not be able to. You will not be able to.
Yeah, people just preempt of saying whatever they want. But let me tell you, our job is very tedious and hectic as a police officer. But it is the most important job you can ever have. So the police have powers. Right now, you cannot go on the road and arrest anybody. No. Right now, you cannot go on the road and kick someone. I can go right now from this studio. I can go and stand on the road and stop anybody. To find any reasonable reasons why stopping. I make an answer. I say, I suspect you might be in possession of cannabis. Despite I'm not a drug part officer. I have those powers under Judge's Code Part 1. Simple. And sit. Raise your hands. I suspect you or I receive useful information that you are carrying cannabis. So police are very powerful.
Very important. Yeah. The police is important.
Not we as powerful because the law is powerful and the police are the agents that are enforcing the law. So that makes them to be powerful. Because nobody is above the law. Law is more powerful than anyone. And it is the police that are enforcing that law. Exactly.
This week, I was watching on the social media.
Yes.
I saw you at Tangi.
Yes.
Where motorbikes.
Yes.
Were being collected.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yes.
The drivers, you were asking their riders about the documents on this one. Those ones. They are also forming an association, or they have a garage for motorbikes.
Of course, they have a garage. They organize their garage, very legal garage for that matter, because they're supposed not to be operating as a commercial. Because the law, in our law, there is nothing as a motorcycle to be operating as a commercial. So the motorcycles are only there for private purpose. But you cannot operate as commercial, and then because your license is not commercial. Right? The motorcycle, you yourself, you are not commercial. There is no commercial license for a motorcycle to be operating on a license that the motorcycle is operating on commercial base. It's only for private. And even in our law, it doesn't define motorcycle. It's only said it two-wheel or three-wheel propelled motor bicycle. So they are legally operated. And then what I said there, that is the truth. So most of these motorbike schools, I will not tell you where and why, but I know and I have evidence, and anybody is ready to challenge me, I am ready to give you the answer. Most of them are the ones that will smuggle the murderers from out this country.
Because in that video, most of those riders that we are using the motorbikes, you ask them their nationalities. Most of them are
non-Gambians. Only two are Gambians. One was deported from this Bagway, and he bought 3 motorbike schools and gave it to non-Gambian. While he is operating a business, having some, and then bought 2 motorbike schools, giving it to non-Gambians. Most of them are non-Gambians.
I think this one is important, because I met an argument of people, because me, I like talking about the security. People are arguing that somebody said it's illegal for you to, because the area they are living is far, so they're using motorbikes, all right, as transport. And the person was like, it is illegal for you to use motorbike as transport, because this motorbike is not registered as commercial.
Yes, the
person insisted that this is what we are going to do. And I can remember there's some time around the North Bank where people are saying like, this is the work that we can do. This is where we earn our living.
Yes,
so you ask us to stop this.
Actually, what happened is all started in North Bank. I was there in 2011. Since 2011, these people, that's what they call Jakarta.
Yes, Jakarta.
And then you see what Jakarta can load. Some taxis cannot even load. So,
yeah,
Jakarta can load 3 or 4 bags of rice with oil and others, and they will go. So, it's evidence that I don't lie.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it started from there. that is from Senegal. Gambians don't know this. And even up now, most of the people that are operating on this are not Gambians. Now we have finding them at our coastal areas, like in Kartong, Tanje, Dimbaya, Jambanjeli. We know the areas. And in Jambanjeli, most of them are Gambians, and particularly some of them are security officers. I will not lie, I caught some who are security officers. But what we do as security, you advise, because nobody is above the law. So, and then you advise them on all the implications that it costs. If someone who is wise will live. But actually, it is not captured in our law. It is a laguna. So these are motorbike school. This laguna is not captured in our.
These are things that people will try to blackmail or label the police as bad.
But police is never good. Police.
That one is
I feel very proud to be called bad man. Police is never good. So, because you are dealing with the law.
Yes.
And then people are the violators of the law. And then you are dealing against those people. So they will not be there. You are not going to
implement the law.
Exactly. You will not be good under their eye. So police is never
unless you are not an officer.
Yes. Police is never good. Any police officer who is good is not a real police.
Sometimes you will be in the car. I feel very angry sometimes when I am in the car and the officer stops a driver. The comments Joko Harris that is a very, very bad statement, because people take police to be otherwise, like you said. Recently, we have realized, or we have seen an increase in the road accidents, most especially on our new roads. That is the OIC, the Barton Harding Highway, those areas. As mobile commissioner, traffic, what measures are you putting to limit that area, most of that area? Because I think people are enjoying the road as the new one with 4 lanes and stuff like that.
Actually, I may differ with you small.
Okay.
If you say an increase on our new road, particularly Barton Harding, I think Barton Harding significant reduction on road accidents.
Okay.
I may not give you the statistics, but I know it.
Exactly. Yeah.
In January, at the beginning of the year, January, February, only 2 months, the accidents were very high. Now, coming to March, up to where we are in August, only 1 month of those months, that is January, February, triple the accidents of 6 months. In Barton Harding January, let me just for the benefit of the viewers, in January alone, we had 13 fatality on Barton Harding Highway. Now, from March to August, we had 4. Now, that triples. 1 month triples the 6 months of the accidents on Barton Harding. Right? Because 4 times 3, that is 12.1. Right? From May to now, we had 4. Even if it is 1 life, it matters. But now, if you are to compare, bring it on comparison, look at only 1 month, January, you have 13. And from March to now, you have 4. And the 4th one was just the day before yesterday. Now, one can wonder why. It's because of the deployment of the need resources that the mobile traffic is supposed to have, and we are not having before. So, the great high rate of accidents in Fonyi and Jara and Kiang is because of the resources that we're supposed to get and we did not have. Now that they are there 24 hours, you can even know it on yourself that the accident rate in your area for has been reduced. The same thing in Batin Hadi. But if people say it is high on what? Yes, one can say it is high because people high on material damage. Because people will go daily, particularly weekend, you will see a vehicle will knock out the pole, yeah? A vehicle will knock the barriers here and there. But when it comes to vehicle to vehicle or head to head accidents or hitting someone at a pedestrian crossing, now that one had significantly reduced.
So, most especially with your patrol team.
Exactly.
Patrol team, those with the motorbikes.
That's why I said with the material.
Yes, with the material.
You compare now on Batin Hadin from the airport junction to Sitting Corner. Daily, you have 62 police officers. Morning, afternoon, and night. And at night, you have an ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police, and Chief Inspector, who will be duty officers, and they will be going down.
Well, work is in progress. Work in progress. Congratulations for that, Mr. Colley. For that one, I think when you
congratulate the government of the day and congratulate the SMT, the senior management team of the Gambia Police Force for now.
Okay.
They've done everything possible
by extension.
Yes. Yeah. All right. By everything possible to make sure that we save life.
Exactly. Also, at some point, you will see children under the age. What age? In fact, let me start with this one. The age limit for licensing, or how, or what age should someone drive in this country? At what age?
1997 Constitution said any person above the age of 18 and above is entitled to all the government documents.
Okay. Documents.
Either driving license, birth certificate, passport, anything, national ID card. Yes. So at the age of 18, you are entitled to get the driver's license, depending on what category of the driving license.
So sometimes, some point you will see maybe students from school. School-going students after school underage, they collect their parents' vehicle to go for this drifting and overspeeding the competition that they do. And sometimes you will see it causes accidents. And then, what is your take in that? Maybe to the parents,
even if they don't cause accidents, it is not in our law where we have a game called 360 drifting or whatever. And then just to tell you this truth, most of those students are not using their parents' vehicles. Okay. Because no parents will give your vehicle to your son on license, driving, right? A son who don't acquire a driving license, you give him your vehicle. No. I am not saying it never happened, but there is the picture on social media about a judiciary vehicle, something like that. Now, if you extend your investigation, likely the person might tell you that I did not give my son that particular vehicle. As a highly educated judge, knowing the repercussion of the law, knowing law, so you will not give the state vehicle. I'm not trying to defend him. You will not give a state vehicle to your son who is underage. Maybe the stubbornness, you can steal the key from where the father placed it. And then go and use the vehicle. Because most of the cases that I come across are these students, before their graduation or any other program they have in the school, they will flock and contribute. When they contribute, they will go and hire a vehicle from these car sellers.
Go renting cars out.
Go and rent it from the car sellers and then use these people. But most of them they are not using their parents' vehicle. That I can sit comfortably and service.
So in an instance where a child does the drifting or cause an commitment, as you said, whether it causes an accident or not, it's not right. When a child under the age is caught, whether it's a rented car
or not, just to assist you there. When we receive information about the drifting game, we will deploy the officers, anti-crime, PIU, mobile traffic, and it is real fish out, because the moment they see us, they will all vanish, they will run away. So, and then our roads are so tight in a way that we cannot just keep on kissing them down. They might go cause an accident and kill. But we do trap them in an instant that we can get them easy. And whenever we get them, all that we can charge them is if the law are provided. What the law provided is if the person is without a license, we charge the person on license driving. And just the on license driving, what is the penalty? The penalty of a person driving a vehicle without a valid driving license is a fine not more than $1,000 and not less than 500. If, like, he rented a car from a car dealer or a car seller, we will charge the car seller for permitting. And just equally, permitting is also a fine not more than $1,000, not less than $500. And then when they go to rent those cars, so they do rent it at $3,000.
It has to be in that range, between $500,000.
Of course, we are operating on the law.
Provision of the law.
Yes. So the driver will be fined without driving license $1,000. And if one thing that we can add to, we might charge the child for dangerous driving, because the way they drift is dangerous. And dangerous driving, we can charge the child for dangerous driving. And if most of those vehicles, they used to remove the number plate. One of the number plate, particularly the rear number plate, the back number plate. So if they remove the back number plate, we said now we got a good case, because removing a number plate and then under section 25A is a fine not more than 20,000, not less than 10,000. Okay. Whereas you have it, you register it, you have a number plate, but you don't display it, because the law says the person shall fix the number plates on the vehicle, both front and rear. Yes. If he fail to do so, now we can charge the person under that section. And there he cannot pay it or not, unless if we give him mandatory fine. But if we want to get him, we have to arrange him to court. Okay. With all those charges, sometimes he can go to court and be acquitted and discharged. Sometimes he can be taken to court and will be cautioned and released. Sometimes he can be taken to court and then fined accordingly. And which or most of the cases they are fined accordingly.
So the issue of the number plates, motorbikes and vehicles, are they the same charge?
The same charges. Yes.
From 5,000 to 10,000.
Exactly. Not more than 20,000.
Not less
than
5,000.
10,000.
10,000. Yeah. Okay. That is important. I think we'll come to another important topic. That is the issue of the clearing of the roads. Clearing of the roads. You can see the police are taking part. At some point, the traffic officers also are involved, because one of their work within the traffic is for the easy flow of the traffic. So some of these conditions that we have and sometimes we have around sometimes make the traffic congestion. So the traffic police, what role are you playing in the clearing?
You've answered it. For traffic congestion. Yes.
Because the first part was done. Yes. That is the clearing of the road. Telling you here is
demolition.
Demolition is done.
The first clearing of the road was to demolish all tight places, all attaches, all structures that are encouragement to the road or attaches to the walls within the highways removed. Now, this second part of it is to enforcing the law that is in the hands of the police, as I told you earlier on. We are not above the law. Nobody is above the law. We are not important than anyone.
Exactly.
But according to the Gambian constitution, the police officers are empowered to enforce the law. That's why we are leading and we are enforcing the law. Yes. So
that is clear there. That is clear. So what are some of the mechanisms that we have? The plans. Maybe we have some plans on things that we are going to put in place to make sure that we have a conducive and a less congested traffic, most especially in the urban areas. Sometimes you see the places used to be very congested.
Actually, this is a very wide question that you asked. And then, what I would tell you is I will refer you to the Minister of Transport, Works and Infrastructure. So what we are doing our best to make sure that the traffic flow. But in the future, what will make the traffic not to be congested and to have a greater space, that role lies under the Ministry of Transport and Road Infrastructure.
What is your relation with the transport or the transport union?
Very cordial.
You have
any country, the police goes with the transport union. We are twins. We are partners.
Okay. That is important. That is important. Now, with the issue of the traffic usage, your last words, advice that you want to give to the drivers using the pedestrians, the cyclists that are on paving or applying the roads. Your last words to the drivers.
My last word to drivers, not only drivers, but to everybody, business community, the pedestrians, the road users on foot or bicycles, the drivers, the businessmen, is to make sure that we comply with the law that we have. Our laws on traffic laws are very flexible, and then let us not take the advantage of the flexibility of the law and then be committing offense. Now, those structures were cleared during the operation, clear the roads, and let them maintain it, let them not violate it. To the drivers, let them maintain and then leave parking their vehicles on our highway. This is the most serious offense under the Motor Traffic Act. Leaving your motor vehicle on the public highway, that is Section 65. It attracts a fine of not more than 50,000, not less than 15,000 for 10 years imprisonment. And you will be seeing even on this new highway, this Button Hardin highway, you will see a driver will park a vehicle, step down from the vehicle to other business, which is very bad. Now, we need to respect that. And then to the pedestrians, this road is about 80 meters. Let them respect. Look right, look left. If it is cleared, then you start to cross. But if you look right and the right is cleared, you look left and the left is not cleared, don't try to cross the road. When crossing the road, always be careful. And to drivers that are flying on this highway, be cautioned to drive carefully, because it is a common say in the motor traffic, the life you may save could be yours or your friends. So it's important. Yeah, it's important.
That is the commissioner there of mobile traffic. With his busy schedules, he is able to come and honor our invitation. We are grateful to have you here, Mr. COLLEY.
Thank you.
And it's a great pleasure for you to be here. The Gambians, this is our nation and this is our country. The security are here for us. They are here to support and then to save our lives. So we have to help ourselves as they are going to help us. All right. It's going to be very difficult for the security if we don't want to help them. Most especially the female gender, the security in the female gender. We have to respect them. Actually, let us not take advantage over them. All right, because it's a female security officer, it's a police, so once you are caught, you are taken to the court law or to the in accordance to the law, you will label the police also to be bad. But when you are the one who caused it, so I think it's very important for us to be having you with these sessions on issues regarding to the traffic. And thank you very much for coming, Commissioner. As I said, it's a wonderful presentation and clarifications are done on things that I myself was was speculating so and things that I will hear outside there. But with your this comment, I am able to learn a lot of things, and I know the viewers also will do the same. So it's important for us to be having the security here, as the program stated, the security overview, to look at the security matters in this country. So we are very happy and we are grateful to have you here with all your busy schedules, but you are able to come. And,
most good journalists, they do investigation. That's why we have an investigating journalism. So you don't hear things like that and then you hold it like that, or you have to mind on that. Anything that you think it is going to be paramount message and important to the nation, investigate it. My office are open. Anything that I cannot answer and is above me, I will refer you to the headquarters, to the office of the IGP or any other, or to the office of the PRO. But if they say King Collie is bad, he did this to me, and then you just carry on that King Collie is bad, he did that to me, without talking to King Collie. That's a very very bad practice of a journalist.
That's important. That is important for the media, to all the media outlets there. We are working together as a family and working together. And last week I saw they are launching the collaboration between the security and the media. That is important there. So thank you for coming, and then it's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
On behalf of the GMEB TV, my technician, the camera, and the management staff, and the CEO, I say thank you very much.
Welcome.
I will come by. I come your way next week, this time, here on GMEB TV. Thank you.
Welcome to GMEB TV.